Yes, I'm going to go ahead and add to the noise about the Dear White People trailer. I know everyone else has already done that, but that doesn't stop anyone else, so it won't stop me. But I want you to imagine that it's not Dear White People about racial tensions on college campuses. I want you to imagine that it's an art documentary called Dear White Canvas about different painters. And it's based on a documentary film from 2 years ago with the same title, Dear White Canvas. But the trailer has really got people upset and disgusted and offended, and they're all saying so, and it's got 400,000 dislikes because of all the painters they could have featured in the trailer for Dear White Canvas. They chose the painter whose medium of choice is feces. He paints with shit. If I saw that trailer, I wouldn't watch even a single episode of Dear White Canvas. But the problem is, people are criticizing Dear White Canvas for trying to sell its product with shit. There are some people going, "Oh, you didn't see the original documentary. If you did, you'd know it's not full of shit." So, until you've seen it, you don't get to complain about the trailer or the series coming up. But yes, you do, because they're trying to sell their product with shit. And so is Dear White People. I am told that the original film tackled real issues and did it in a mature way. I have my doubts, but let's assume that's true. The series that's coming up is not going to be like that. I have no reason to think it will. It's possible I'm wrong. But the reason I doubt it is, of all the issues they could possibly choose to get you to watch their series, they chose the Halloween costume controversy.
Dear White People, here's a list of acceptable Halloween costumes. Pirate, slutty nurse, any of our first 43 presidents.
Yeah, one of the biggest non-issues of all time, and in their eyes, that was relevant enough to make people want to watch. How good can it be? How intelligent can it be? How mature can it be? How weighty can the issues they address really be if that's their idea of the hook that will get people to watch? But people say that the criticism is all overblown. You know, if you haven't seen the original movie, you don't get to complain. If you saw it, you'd know that it's not as bad as you think. It's not completely racist against white people. And I'm like, well, I never thought it would be completely racist against white people. That's not the point. It looked like crap. And this upcoming series looks even worse because they're trying to sell it with shit. And I take offense at that. It is an insult to my intelligence and to my sensibilities, and a lot of people feel the same way, and they get to complain about it. You don't get to tell them to be nice.
If somebody gets in your face and calls you a cocksucker, I want you to be nice.
Well, until you see the series, how do you know it's going to be that bad? There are a lot of different movies and series on Netflix that I don't watch because the description or the trailer looks horrible. I'm not going to waste my time on it. Why would this one be any different? Now, it is true that some people say that it's based on a movie from 2 years ago that's about racism against whites or even white genocide. And that is not just an exaggeration, it's an utter falsehood. And I don't have any patience for that kind of stupidity either. There are even people calling for a boycott against Netflix for this. And like so many people, I am just sick to death of the automatic boycott reflex. Boycotts should be reserved for things that are extremely important. A series, even a series that looks this shitty, does not warrant a damn boycott of Netflix. Having said that, you don't get to tell people not to be offended or not to criticize the trailer or the upcoming series. Because you don't have to do your research to criticize a trailer. The only research involved there is to watch the trailer. And the trailer is filled with shit. Now, I compared it to an art documentary. And immediately a lot of people think, well, yeah, but if it was an art documentary, would everyone still be talking about it? Well, it could be that the YouTubers I watch, that the skeptics and anti-SJW crowd wouldn't have paid near as much attention to it. I don't doubt you'd see one or two videos on it, though, because a guy painting with shit warrants some negative attention. But they're talking about Dear White People because that's the kind of thing they talk about. If there is an art community on YouTube, if there are a lot of people who are artists that make videos about that, or who critique art and make videos about that, or who do art history, they're going to see this trailer and they're going to talk shit about it. And some of them undoubtedly will say, well, if you'd seen the original documentary, then you'd know. But that's not valid. Not to me, not to the artists. The trailer, on its own merit, is being judged as being a piece of shit. And because the trailer is selling the series gets to be judged as a piece of shit, sight unseen. Even though it is possible the series will be really good. And I'll surrender that point. It is possible that the upcoming series, Dear White People, will be really good and might be something I would really enjoy. But I'm not going to watch it, so I'll never know.
Hey, sewer rat may taste like pumpkin pie, but I'd never know because I wouldn't eat the filthy motherfuckers.
There's nothing wrong with calling shit shit. There's nothing wrong with saying that I think this series will be shit because they're selling it with shit. If you want to watch it, that's fine. But don't give me any trouble for criticizing it, even though I haven't seen it, because I think it looks like shit because they've told me that it will be shit.